welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamika and this is Check the Rhymes. I am super excited that you're here. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Now y'all know I absolutely love all things weddings. Shoot, I even write about it for Zola.com. Make sure you check out that byline. And in my head and on my vision board, I'm getting married this year. I don't know to who yet, but hey, it's coming. Manifest. All right. So I'm excited about today's show because 3 of my favorite wedding planners are back in the building to talk about my celebrity dream wedding. Joining me today, I have Courtney, Lance, and Tori. The show premieres on VH1 on Monday, so we're going to see what we can expect because it's season 2. Stay tuned. You definitely don't want to miss today's show. Hi, welcome to Check the Rhymes. How are y'all?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to talk to you guys again. We spoke, for the first season and, Charlotte, North Carolina in the house over here. So,
sorry, Tori, you lost this one.
I know, right? My celebrity dream wedding, the second season. What made you guys want to come back for this season? Let's start with you, Courtney.
Definitely just the whole premise and the purpose of the show, which is giving these deserving couples the wedding of their dreams. It really has touched my life in so many ways, and it really has definitely been a huge factor in me wanting to do the show and coming back for it.
Okay. What about you, Lance?
Oh, honey, I'm always one for a little competition. So it's a competitive piece for me, and having the opportunity to work with these ladies, it's been such an amazing journey. We've learned so much from each other through this process. And then, of course, like Courtney, the couples. Having the opportunity to give these couples experiences of their dreams, maybe that they wouldn't have been able to have had without us, is so rewarding. So I'm here for the ride. Okay.
And Tori, what about you?
So I have to agree with Lance. First of all, it's the couples. It's just getting a chance to work with such an amazing group of people and be a part of their special day and allowing the world to see our creativity. So
that's true. That's true. Do y'all trash talk behind the scenes? Like I'm going to beat you or, I'm going to win. Do y'all do that?
Of course.
It's all in fun though, because we really do love each other, but we definitely get on each other for sure.
So what are some of the celebrity inspired weddings that we'll see this season? And any of you can answer that.
You'll see a lot of celebrity inspirations from Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade, Chance the Rapper, Greg and Nene Leakes, and several more. And we get excited because we can't wait to recreate these weddings. So it's a challenge, but it's exciting all at the same time.
Now, Lance, do you ever kind of look at people crazy when they come in and they're like, I have this tiny budget, but I want this like Kardashian type wedding?
Listen,
how do you handle that?
I try not to, but honey, my reactions sometimes get ahead of me. And so, we get these over-the-top inspirations, and then we hear the budgets. I'm like, how are we going to make this happen? But we rely on our creativity. We rely on each other to get it done, and the outcome is always amazing.
Okay. All right. So do you guys have some tips for a wedding on a budget? Because, the pandemic has got a lot of us kind of pinching pennies here. So, and I write for a wedding website. And so I know a lot of the times we are focused on articles that kind of are about planning a wedding on a budget and planning a virtual wedding sometimes on a budget. So Courtney, let's start with you. Do you have any tips or maybe 2 tips?
Definitely some tips for planning weddings on a budget would be definitely to just customizations will take up any wedding from, low to high. So if you just invest in a customization such as a monogram, that will elevate your wedding in, such a way. And then you touched on the virtual weddings. With the virtual weddings, it's always good to just create like a nice backdrop for your wedding. And then, your guests will be able to enjoy it and feel like they're just right there with you.
Awesome. What about you, Tori?
I would say candles. You can never go wrong with candles. That's an inexpensive way to bring in that luxury look. You can go to your local dollar store and get different heights of cylinder vases. You can fill them with water and you can go crazy with candles and it's an inexpensive way. It looks absolutely amazing, and it gives you that luxury feel, and it's definitely a romantic touch.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Any tips from you, Lance?
Oh yeah, of course. It's all about the impact points. So maybe you don't have the budget to, spread the decor throughout the entire room. Focus on a few areas that are going to be picture-worthy moments that guests are going to remember. Maybe it's a sweetheart table. Maybe it's a cake table. Maybe you focus on just 2 main family tables that you completely deck out decor. And even though the entire space doesn't have that level of decor, you still create those conversation pieces and those conversation areas that guests are going to walk away talking about.
Oh, I love these tips. Now, one of the other things that I've actually been writing about is people requiring the vaccinations or testing at these weddings. Have you guys had to deal with that, and how do you handle that for these weddings? We'll start with you, Tori.
So that's definitely a large part of the process. As we are doing the show, and even outside of the show, we do require testing, not only of the bride and groom and their wedding party, but the entire wedding party. Pretty much everybody that's involved, all the vendors, everyone has to be tested on the day of the wedding. So, and we all can appreciate that at this point.
Absolutely. What about, for the weddings that aren't even filmed like on the show, are you guys making sure the guests are vaccinated or tested as well? Lance?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, outside of the show, we definitely try to follow safety protocols based on the local area that we're within. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the whole vaccination piece, it's really up to the couples to communicate with their guests how they want to handle that. But we always recommend testing just to ensure that we're celebrating in safe environments.
Okay, and Courtney, have you had to deal with anybody that's adamant about absolutely not wanting to test before the wedding?
I have. I've dealt with a couple not wanting their guests to test, and also guests of the wedding not wanting to test. And when it's the guest that's not wanting to test, it's okay. I'm sorry. Well, you won't be able to attend. When it's a couple that doesn't want their guests to test, I let them know that I'll be able to set up, but that I won't be able to stay for the actual wedding due to safety reasons. But we definitely do suggest that everyone test and, or have their vaccination. But even with the vaccination, you still want to have a negative COVID test as well.
Absolutely. And for my last question, describe this season in one word. We'll start with you. We'll just go right back to you, Courtney.
Fun. We've had so much fun on the set, with each other, with our couples. You're going to see, how we make these weddings happen, and you'll be on the edge of your seat watching these shows. Okay. Tori.
I'm going to go with glamorous. You're going to see a lot of glamorous moments on the show. And that glamour is not only going to come from the wedding, but from the couples and from the design.
Okay. And Lance?
My word is boom. You get to see the couples, to see the outcomes, honey. There's always something exciting that's catching your attention. So my word is boom.
Why did you make me jump when you said boom? I'm ready for it.
So they're so filled with excitement.
Well, I'm super excited to check out the rest of the season. My Celebrity Dream Wedding airs on VH1 on Monday nights. Thank you all for joining me today, and shout out North Carolina. Sorry, Tori.
Okay, it's okay.